WPSP. We Pick Sports. It's the We Pick Sports podcast. You're now tuning in to WPSP, the We Pick Sports podcast.
Thanks for tuning in to WPSP, the We Pick Sports podcast. I'm Chris Miller, a.k.a. BillSkateboard.
And I'm Aaron Man.
And today we're going to be doing a recap of UFC 291 that just happened this past weekend. Today is Monday, so yeah, just a couple days ago. So we'll just start going right through the card, start from the bottom, head towards the main event.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
First one we had was Kevin Holland versus Chiesa. I believe for this one I picked Chiesa and you picked Holland because I think we were different on all our picks last time we were on the podcast. So that one came out. I mean, Holland won that one. I mean, submitted him in round one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have any other thoughts on that one.
I mean, Kevin Holland looked really good. He controlled the center starting off right away. Chiesa kind of looked like he was moving a little awkward. And every time Holland swung, it just looked like Chiesa was covering up, like running away. So Holland stopped a takedown. Chiesa got really deep. Holland stopped it. He kneed him in the head, I think twice, and after the second knee, Chiesa took a awful shot, and Holland sank in that darts choke and choked him out. He's talking about how he wants to go back up to 185. I don't know why he would. He looked really good at 170.
Yeah. Because he said he didn't land the first knee.
But when I watched it back, it looked like he connected pretty good. He did make that one. Knee.
So maybe he just thought he didn't land it?
I mean, maybe it didn't hurt him too bad, but it looked like it got him pretty good. It didn't hit him as hard as that Derek Lewis knee, though.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah, and Chiesa even was talking about before how he knows that Kevin Holland has a good darts choke and how he's gotten caught in the darts choke before. He got choked out in the darts choke by Vicente Luque and Jorge Masvidal. So it's his third time he got caught in the darts choke, and he's only lost like 9 times. So
he might want to get that one figured out.
Yeah, I don't know.
The other one we got, though, unfortunately you were wrong on this one. It's good old Tony Ferguson. I mean, that eye poke, though, in the first round, but...
Yeah, that's just...
Ultimately, Tony Ferguson got submitted by Bobby Green in the third round on this one. Just towards the end of the round, too.
Yeah, right at the end of the fight. I think there was 9 seconds left. I mean, it was tough. You could tell that Tony just doesn't have the same speed that he used to have. He was doing good, though, at the beginning of the first round. He did drop him, and then right after he dropped Bobby Green, Bobby poked him right in the eye, and he got him good. But Tony was out for a little while from that, and then came back, and Bobby just started... He just started piecing him apart. He was way quicker, way more accurate. Tony just didn't. He just doesn't seem to have it anymore, and I hope he retires. But good for Bobby Green. I don't know what they're gonna do with him going from this win.
Yeah,
I mean, you get the name value of Tony, but he came in on a 5-fight losing streak. So he won 12 in a row, and now he's on a 6-fight skid. So I don't know if he's gonna come back and fight somebody or not.
And then was it? So he didn't retire. Do you think he will consider retiring, or do you think he just wants to keep fighting?
I don't know. He likes to. I don't know.
Do you think he just wants to get one more win to at least end on a win or something, or?
I think he might want to, but I don't know who he's gonna beat. Cause,
it's got to be some scrub or something.
Bobby King Green. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but he pieced apart Tony at the end of that fight. So they're gonna have to really find somebody that. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be tough.
Somebody, if they're going to do it. I just think he should just retire, but didn't happen, so.
Yeah. And then this next fight, I actually like that they did this. They brought up, I wanted to see Wonder Boy and Pereira fight, or Michelle, but freaking Michelle couldn't make weight, so.
Like 3 pounds over or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't blame Wonder Boy for backing out. I fully respect Wonder Boy for backing out, but I'm glad they pulled Derek Lewis up from the prelims for this fight, and what a fucking fight. So we both, since you guys since this happened between the podcasts, we both ended up picking Derek Lewis for this, and we both said first round knockout.
KO.
Yeah, man, Derek Lewis showed up for us and fucking came through that fucking flying
he
knee.
did. That was sick. That is sick. He came up and smoked him with that knee. I mean, right off the bat, it was like 4 seconds into the fight.
It reminded me of that
like
Ben Askren thing where they were running at each other.
I mean, that Rodrigo De Lima or whatever, he took that pretty good, about as good as you can, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he just got on top of him and just bludgeoned him with his big bear paws. Like, I just couldn't imagine taking any punches from that man. But he just he ate that pretty well. He went for a knee bar, but then Derek stopped that and just kept reining in those punches. And the ref mercilessly stepped in. So it was good to see Derek Lewis get a win there. Yeah. Now he's a free agent. Who knows? I think he should go and fight Francis in the PFL. $2 million guaranteed. Ooh. I mean, the first fight was awful, but why wouldn't he go get that $2 million?
You get that money, you get that
Go
bag.
get the $2 million, and then you can come back and sign. But who knows? He says he wants to stay in the UFC. I'm all for him staying in the UFC. I love Derek Lewis, so it was good to see him get that finish.
Especially the interviews and the celebrations, man.
He takes his pants off. Joe was really kicking up about that. That was crazy. I don't know. He lost, 3 in a row, got finished 3 times or 4 times
Heading into this one.
Yeah, so it was good to see him.
Good to see him get a win. Yeah. And then after that, let's see. Oh, yeah, we're already at the co-main. Mm-hmm. Got, what the hell did I write down here? Well, Alex Pereira and Jan Blachowicz. And so I think originally I said this was the fight I was most excited for, but you kind of called it out. So if Jan tries to make it wrestling, that's kind of where it went. I think I gave Jan the first round. Mm-hmm. I think the second one, I may have gave to Alex. I think the second one was close.
I gave it to Alex, for sure.
And then Alex definitely got the third round, I think.
Yeah, the third round was close too. I just rewatched that today. When I first watched it, I gave the first round to Jan and then 2 and 3 to Alex, and I think I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I will too.
I mean, Jan did good. He looked good. He was saying it's a robbery. There's no robbery in that fight. I wouldn't have been mad if Jan did get it. It was a split decision, right?
Yeah, because one was 29-28 Jan, and then
which I can see too. I mean, that first round, I looked at you guys, Big E and Eric. I was like, that is exactly not what it was. Like 9 seconds into the fight,
and it was
Jan immediately goes for the takedown. Immediately goes for the takedown.
It was bittersweet for me because I was like, well, this might mean I'll get my pick right, but I was also like, this is gonna be kind of boring.
And then Alex was able to fight it off for like 2 minutes. Then he got on his back and freaking Jan got that body triangle and almost sank in the rear naked choke. But it showed me a lot that Alex was able to fight through that.
His perseverance
and came back and
adversity in that.
He has a gas tank, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. I think the only way to go here is Alex versus Yuri. Yuri is insane. He's absolute chaos, throws all kinds of nonsense. And then you got Alex coming in there just freaking so refined. Like, bat, bat, bat.
Yeah.
Like a kickboxer was legit.
So that should be an exciting fight.
That will be a crazy fight. They
should
probably December, the last card of the year, because they don't have one. And, I mean, Yuri still needs to recover, so I think that makes sense. Yeah. They just scheduled that Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker. That'll be a good fight. I think that's for the Abu Dhabi card.
Which one is that? Is
October 18th or something.
So is that one of the 290 cards?
Yeah, 295, 294, 293.
What one is John Jones on? Is that 295?
That's 295.
So that's in November, so it's probably 294.
I think it's 294.
Or 3? Okay.
I think it's 294, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that'll be a good fight. I hope Johnny Walker gets it done, because Johnny Walker versus Alex would be sick too. It's just Ankalaev, like I said, he's just a heavy wrestler, and
so he probably
not interested in it right now.
Some boring stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, Magomed. Yeah, crazy stuff.
And then it gets real crazy with this fucking final fight, BMF, baddest motherfucker fight here, Gaethje Poirier.
Yeah.
Holy shit! So we had that first round. That was a fucking dogfight. That first round.
It was crazy close.
Gaethje looked a little hurt at the one point because I remember it seemed like he was just trying to
punch right to the eye.
Yeah, he was just trying to get through the round, get that cleaned up, and then come in. And then, oh boy, when he came in on that second round, that fucking kick, and they just keep replaying that replay of Usman and Leon Edwards.
That was crazy. Justin Gaethje, the second round head kick to knock Dustin Poirier out cold. That was insane. I mean, the first round started with Dustin. I mean, he was getting some solid. I mean, Justin was getting some solid leg kicks on Dustin. He was working his legs, but then Dustin was firing. It was just like back and forth,
tit for tat.
Just like bap. I mean, I thought that Justin won the first round initially. I can see them giving it to Dustin after the first round, watching the second time. I don't know. I was leaning for Justin. I mean, because I wanted Justin to win, so I think I might have been a little biased, but it was so close I wouldn't have been mad either or, but it doesn't matter, because that second round, I mean, he worked him. He was coming forward the whole time, overhands, leg kicking still. He did throw a head kick in the first round that I didn't remember.
Oh, no shit.
He almost landed it, but Poirier was able to
block it just in
time. He didn't get it in the second round.
Not the next time.
Justin hit that punch.
What was it, like a left jab, and then he
left,
came in
and then he
kick right at
freaking connected right behind the ear, put him out that...
Oh, and you can't forget the Herb Dean slide.
The Herb Dean slide, and the
man.
home plate. He was saved. I mean, Justin came down with one hammer fist. He was out cold, but he knew after that one hammer fist, it was just academic, just to let everyone know, no questions about it. Dustin was out cold. Yeah. Crazy. I would not, I mean, I guess I could see it happening, but I wouldn't have thought a head kick by Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so similar to Leon's, but Leon's was so much more refined, like
crisp, clean.
Crisp. I mean, Justin just kind of home-chucked that thing up there. Yeah. But he smoked him. He smoked him and put him out, and it was good to see. I'm excited for Justin. I can't wait to see him. I'm hoping Islam beats Charles just to see Justin Justin, just one more fight for Justin to let him before he retires.
Yeah.
I mean, Connor's saying stuff now. If he can get the Connor fight even after Islam, but I don't know if Connor's even gonna fight. Like,
yeah, I mean,
he's supposed to have this fight with Michael Chandler, but nothing's happening.
Because he's still not in the drug pool yet, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was crazy. Yeah. I mean. Great card.
Yeah.
I mean, insane card. The prelims were good too, but ranking wise with 290.
Yeah, so for our leaderboard, 291 and 290. I think I still got to go with 290.
Yeah, 290 was amazing. 291's a great card, and I think that'll be even tough to beat for second.
I think that's going to be
a
great
290, like, you can't forget how awesome 290 was. Crazy good card. So definitely 290, then 291. Excited to see 292. That's the Sugar Sean, right?
Yeah, Sugar Sean.
So who knows? Has the hype to maybe be better, but that'll be tough.
I don't know, because there's some big names on this one we just watched.
This was a crazy
big history
card.
to it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Good fights. I mean, UFC showing out. And then in other news, Bud Crawford finished Errol Spence. He's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter now.
That's boxing,
Big Bud,
right?
Yeah, boxing. I love Bud Crawford. I think he's 40-0 now. It's good to see him. He worked Errol Spence. Errol Spence came in 29-0 or something like that.
11 more, and he can hit Mayweather's record.
10 more, I think now. But yeah, he's insane.
Or he'd tie it, right?
Yeah, tie. He was insane. I mean, crazy good fight. And then in Bellator, Patricio, the Pitbull, the champ, got KO'd by Chihiro Suzuki from Rizin. Don't even know who Chihiro Suzuki is, honestly.
Do you think
he's from Rizin? He's
Japanese,
decent. Yeah, he's Japanese.
He's a Japanese superstar.
Yeah, I mean,
different league.
From Rizin, he's decent. I'm sure. I don't watch Rizin. Honest, I don't even know how to watch it in the U.S. Sorry, but I mean, people are saying big shocker. I know Patricio Pitbull. He's good, so. To see him get slept like that by some guy that I'm relatively unfamiliar with is crazy. Then upcoming this weekend, Corey Sandhagen versus Rob Font in Nashville. I think it's the ABC card. Should be good. It was supposed to be Umar Nurmagomedov, which would have been crazy, but he dislocated his shoulder. I got Corey Sandhagen winning this fight. Rob Font's a beast, but I think Corey Sandhagen's just the next guy. Yeah. I think he's probably the next champ. In this division, either him or Marab. I just think they match up so good with Sugar, because Aljo's saying he's going up, so I don't know. You have a pick for that one, or
which was Sandhagen and Font? Well, I think when it was the Izzy Pereira fight, I think I picked Font back then, but I remember Sandhagen from some fights, so I'll probably go on Sandhagen.
Sandhagen's a beast, so I wouldn't. sleep on that at all. Then you got Tatiana Suarez versus Jessica Andrade. She won tough, Tatiana Suarez, going against Andrade. We all know Andrade. I just think Suarez is different. She's coming back from an injury and some other stuff going on with her. She retired for a little while. She's back. She's really good, a crazy good wrestler. I think she took bronze at either the Olympics or World Championships for Team US. So I'm going for her over Jessica Andrade.
I'll root for that one just in my gut, just 'cause for some reason, Jessica, I'm not the biggest fan, but it is what it is.
She's a beast, though.
She
fighting
is.
again. This is like, what, her 5th or 6th fight this year, so she's
kind of doing, who's the other one that's been doing a lot of fights? Is that Holland and then,
Holland
was that?
last year. It's
Gilbert Burns?
Gilbert
Burns.
Gilbert's out for a little while because he did too many fights. So hopefully Andrade stays healthy after this fight, but I hope she loses. So then you got Billy Quarantello from Buffalo.
From Buffalo, Western New York.
He's going against Damon Jackson. I know a little bit about Damon Jackson, but I just don't think he's on Billy Q's level. Billy Q's a beast, underrated. He's got cardio for days, strikes. He's got output. I think he'll overwhelm Damon Jackson to a 2nd or 3rd round KO. So, yeah, you got Jeremiah Wells 4-0 in the UFC. He's pretty good, and then Jake Hadley also. A couple good names on this card. Nothing crazy, but overall decent cards.
Yeah, decent card, especially for not being a pay-per-view.
It's a free card, so
it's a decent free card, I would say. And I guess we'll do a quick summary of the picks. This time the tables have flipped. Last time I went 4-1. He went 2-3. Now it's gone the other way. He's 4-1. I'm 2-3. And we both got our first absolutely correct one with that Derek Lewis pick.
Oh,
so maybe we'll put a graphic up. Nah, not for that.
maybe.
Total on the year, we're tied up right now.
Yeah,
We're both 6-4. One absolutely correct. Like we said before, we're on the Verdict app. He's Scout55. I'm Bill Skateboard. This will put the graphic up. The same one you've been seeing.
Definitely.
And then some other stuff looking ahead. We got our first NFL preseason game this Thursday.
Yes.
Browns and Jets. I mean, it means football's starting up again, so I'm excited for that.
I can't wait.
We'll have coming up. Let's see. It'll probably be around UFC 292, somewhere around that time period.
Yeah.
We'll have an episode just about our NFL season projections, how we think every team's going to finish, playoffs, Super Bowl predictions, the whole 9 yards. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Two episode week maybe.
Yeah, it might be a double header. Maybe we'll do one long one. We'll give you some timestamps. You want your UFC? It's here. NFL there.
We'll do that. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
All right.
But I think that's all we got for you folks today. So as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.